Hello, welcome to Torment, Tides of Numenera. Well, we are in the Gullet, and this place is creepy as heck, in the heart of the blue.
I'm going.
Maybe we should start with this big robot on the ground. At first you're not sure what you're looking at. It seems to be an enormous suit of metal armor, or perhaps some sort of exploration suit. It's large, at least twice the size of an ordinary human, and its limbs and joints are completely foreign to you. Even if you could somehow find a way inside, you'd have to contort yourself in ways the human body was never meant to be bent. It has a visor or faceplate at its top. Well, you look at that. I've heard of these Viveric armatures before, but I've never seen one in the flesh. Other Aeon priests have found them all over the world. They are. I'm not sure what these are, but they've been known to carry some serious weaponry. He catches you looking at him and immediately dampens his enthusiasm. If you care about that sort of thing, I mean. Let's examine the suit more closely. The strange metal of this suit looks as if it could survive the cold of the interstellar void or the depths of an impossibly deep sea. When you push on it, it gives you just a little bit and expands by the same amount. The bloom flesh around the suit is puffy and irritated, almost infected. It seems that the bloom is trying to absorb the suit itself, soup into itself, without much success. There are a number of tools and strange devices attached to the suit's right hand. You might be able to extract one or two of these if you're careful. Look inside the faceplate. Some visitant lived inside the suit, a creature with multiple eyes scattered across its face. Based on the skeletal remains you can see, at least you assume they are eye sockets. They might have been some other alien orifice. Oddly, the creature had no visible mouth or jaw. Attempt to salvage the devices from the right hand. Most of the attachments are broken or corroded, but through some careful maneuvering you are able to detach something that looks like a spray canister. The squirt produces a glob of quick drying liquid scent, a highly effective sealant. Once you detach the device, you notice that there's more machinery deeper inside the suit's arm. More machinery, quick fingers. Examine the arm for more components. Oh, it's not gonna be me. I can do it. Sealant bomb. You reach into the arm and your fingers graze a small metal orb. You carefully pry it loose and withdraw it from the arm. It looks like you found a reservoir of the sealant material used in the spray device. Leave the suit alone. Have you found the spray? Oh, never mind, there it is. We found the spray, that's the one-time thing, and
Doing it now.
and the bomb as well, which is a quest item.
I'll handle it.
What is this? This massive postulant wall of flesh looks like nothing so much as a herniated mass of pushing out through the weakened walls of the bloom. You can't identify the function of the organ that has pushed through the skin here, but you do see a small crevice inside. Closer examination reveals a space inside, a hidden space large enough for you to rest without being bothered. Slip inside the force to rest? Do it! You glance over at Elliger and he snorts. Can beat the price, kid. Yeah.
On it.
To action!
Oh my, Dakor? Hey there. This very young man wears grit-stained, ragged clothes and carries a wicked, jagged knife. Red blood still stains its blade, though you see no evidence of bodies or victims. He sees you and his mouth works in an instinctive but passionless snarl. As his gaze shifts away, he sighs deeply. His voice is flat, effectless. I am the life taker, the core. You are in my territory. That's how it used to go, right? Get the words right, maybe the rest will come. The Gulat is your territory? I've marked it out. I've walked its paces. I know its contractions and its convulsion. Yes, mine, all mine. His confident mouth goes slack, though hanging open at the end of his words as though they were the only thing giving its shape. Do you mean to threaten me? I mean, he thinks deeply, apparently unaware of the answer, as if he has been going through the motions for long that he can't recall the reasons for them. Yes, I could threaten you. More than that, I could push you to the ground and chop you apart like all the others. His fingers tighten over his dagger, but there are tears in his eyes now. The tears of a lost child. But it wouldn't matter, would it? Not anymore. Why demand a thing I won't use? Because that's how it's done, I suppose. You called yourself the life taker? What does that mean? Oh, come on. Don't be such a dumbass. How did you get here? I came to the Bloom to kill an old friend. I followed him deep into the vast and winding ways of this fell beast. He led me through a narrow vein and then, he shivers, gritting his teeth, a maw took me. Bit down, chewed and chewed. He looks around, and this is how Decor dies, not at the hands of a mob or on the end of a levy's blade, no, chuckles or sobs, in the Gulat of the Bloom, the biggest predator of them all. Tell me about the Gulat. People, he begins licking his ghost lips, people dwindle here, like candles or starving men. The Bloom eats us bit by bit until only despair is left. Then we sink into the Bloom, or thrown ourselves into the whirlpool, or the maw takes us, or he trails off, broke, contorted. So we wait, we sleep, try to stay ourselves. Where's the maw you mentioned? In these walls, he says, throwing out a limp hand. In the floor, somewhere nearby, waiting, and it doesn't eat flesh or fear or murderous rage, no. It is despair, and it waits until we are full of it. Full to bursting. Let's not taunt him into killing us.
I'm there.
What about this
in
tongue
the
cluster?
shadows.
Another cluster of Bloom tongues rises from a swollen mound of flesh. The sound they make is like a soft hiss, punctuated with obscenely wet slaps of flesh. Allow the Bloom's voices to enter your mind. The voice grows louder, pushing aside your thoughts, drawing memories into your conscious mind. The sharp pain blossoms in your head as tongues fixate upon a memory, begin to tear it free. Allow it. It's crazy. The pain grows sharper still, like a hot knife behind your eyes. A memory bursts into your conscious mind. You're in the heart of Tabat territory. The ceiling of their underground is so high that you can barely see its curves, but the flickering illumination on the carvings there make a ghastly show. Demonic figures disport among the bodies of fallen enemies. Atrocities shouted down from the heavens. But this is not what you're here for. You're here for the Undespire, their god and slave, a massive machine intelligence that guides them through their rituals. You're hovering near the great bulk of the machine, placing your detonations around the torus of its center, and you think your stealth has been exemplary, but a pinhole spotlight centers on you, and a focused beam of sound strikes your ears. The processing and memory retention cells are higher. If you wish to destroy me utterly, place your explosions here. Thank you. And then a smaller, whispered, thank you. The memory ends, and the bloom tongues suck drunkenly against each other. Sated by their feast, you may be able to seize control of them now, but you sense that it will be more difficult without the amulet. Do it! Wasn't that hard. You reach across the barrier that separates your consciousness from that of the tongues. They resist you at first, but your will is stronger than theirs, and their agitated voices subside. You find that you can control their movements as if they were a part of you. The roots of this tongue cluster grow thick beneath the floor of the chamber. Unlike the tongues you have encountered before, they seem to be cut off from the rest of the bloom. Now that you are connected to the tongues, you hear whispers coming from somewhere nearby. Focus on the source of the whispers. The whispers arise from a corner of the room, and you realize that the roots of this cluster all grow toward that point. It's a maw. You realize another maw that has hidden itself from mortal sight. Indeed, by cutting off this chamber from the rest of the bloom, it has even managed to hide itself from other maws and tongues. This chamber is a blind spot, a locus of independent consciousness. It is, in a sense, a separate being, a child of the bloom. Try to sense what else is happening in the room. The tongue's roots form a tight web throughout the chamber, and their senses within its boundaries are unusually sharp. You can feel raw, burning pain where bloom flesh chafes against an ancient metal suit. Something about the material irritates the flesh. In time it might be encysted, but until then, the tongues will endure the pain. You can also sense the presence of a Dakor, but even to the sharp senses of these tongues, he is barely perceptible, thin and stretched, dissolving at the edges. A core of despair is building within him, and everything else is being stripped away. Force the maw to reveal itself. You whisper to the maw, and your voice travels through the tongues and along their roots, joining the whispers of the maw, bending it to your will. After a few moments, the maw responds, shimmering into the being in a corner of the room. Commune with the maw. You can sense the mind of the maw, old and patient and strong. Lines of psychic energy emanate from it to touch every corner of the room. Its whispers have a cruel and dismal edge. You sense long millennia in the dark, feeding upon the half-digested leavings of other maws. Let's break connection. You step away from the tongues and their voices fade. Maybe we can make Dakor get eaten. Is a guy definitely deserves it. Flesh of this maw is dark and scabrous. It keeps itself tightly shut, like the puckered mouth of an ancient crone. You can hear its voices, and they are unusually sharp, almost painful to hear. Wow, cut open the maw with the transdimensional scalpel. Nah. If we did all this trouble to not piss off the maw, we're just gonna do it right. Observe the behavior of the maw's tongues. We are in the belly of the beast, a sentient beast, and if we piss it off, we're never gonna get out of here. The tendrils wave gently through the air, torpid and aimless. They don't seem interested in anything nearby. Listen carefully to the voice of the maw. The voices spit and hiss, their meaning unclear but undeniably cruel. Still, you don't get the sense that the maw is directed at you. It doesn't seem to react to your presence at all. So maybe we can go with Dakor. You wanna die in the maw? Dakor looks at you and waves the blade half-heartedly as if he were threatening you instinctively, but he can't be bothered to make it mean something, and his voice is as flat as before. You brought them all back, he says, but there is no heat in his voice. He blinks once as though he's been struck, and his gaze hardens. I'm the life taker Dakor. You're in my territory. Offer yourself to the maw. It's your only escape. He idly passes his knife between his fading hands and resolutely ignores your face. His lip is trembling. No, he says at last. One of the others might give in, but not me. Oh, come on, really?
Action!
We
Here
can
I
just
come!
get the suicidal guy do it. Oh,
Yes.
can we? Oh, that's not what I wanted. You can smell the fluid, touch the fluid. Smell the fluid, do it. Wait a second. You managed to block one of the tubes, and the level of Elio's fluid in the pool seems to have lowered significantly. The other two tubes continue to fill it, though. It's clear that you need to close them if you want to access whatever hole the fluid drains into. You can hear a sound like a heartbeat from underneath the water. It's muffled by the water, but it's clearly audible from here. You lean in close. You sniff the fluid and quickly pull your head back before you vomit, though perhaps a touch of vomit would improve the stench. The fluid reminds you of rotten flesh, bile, half-digested meat, and a mixture of rusting metal and lightning. Touch the fluid? You tentatively dip a finger into the foul stew. The fluid is both gritty and slimy and burns when it touches bare skin. You quickly snatch your finger away and wipe it on your clothes. Don't drink the fluid. That's just disgusting.
Yes.
So
Now.
I can't... Ooh. Oh, rancid bile flows from the opening in the pool. It spirals down into the chamber below. Use the sealant spray to block the flow of fluid. Sealant bomb. Use the sealant spray. You spray the sealant across the opening, bounding it shut. The blocked arteries swell and bulge, but they show no immediate sign of rupture. The liquid in the pool is noticeably lower now.
Consider it done.
Don't drink it. Blow it up. Sealant bomb. Use the sealant bomb to close the splitcher. You shove the metal orb into the opening and it explodes, encasing the interior of the spincher in a blob of instantly hardened synth. The surrounding flesh bulges and the spincher emits a great rumbling groan, but the seal holds firm. The later bit of liquid in the pool drains out. There is a hole at the bottom, an entry into a lower chamber. Now you just need to find a way down. If you wanna find a way
You
down.
want it done right.
So you wanna die? Well, you don't need me to kill you anymore. I found a mod that will destroy you completely. 100%. Completely? He echoes. Yes, I would like that. A moment of pain, then simple oblivion. His smile is thin, weak thing. I'll do that, but I don't want to be alone when it happens. Meet me at the mall, please. Fair enough.
Here comes the Boredom Slayer.
Hey, Showan. Showan is fainter than he was before. His eyeless expression is hard to read. There is resignation in it, a measure of peace and confusion, not at the mob before him, but at some other mental puzzle. Thank you for coming, he says, without looking away. I don't think I could wait much longer. He takes a small, resolute step forward. The tongues slip eagerly into his spectral body, pulsing, drinking. He flinches, looking past you, through you, and a smile, wide and joyous, splits his face. I can see them, hear them, He hesitates, worry pinching his brow. Are you still there? Are you with me? Yes, I'm here. Good, he says, looking carefully in your direction. This doesn't feel bad. I'm breaking apart. I feel it, but I'm remembering things I thought I lost. Things the despair was hiding. His smile returns. I died the moment I came here, but I was loved. I remember that. They must have grieved even while I was standing here, eyeless and despairing. They were singing the songs for me in the village, hand in hand, singing the songs. Aren't you a murderer? I thought you were a murderer. Tell me the name of your people. I'll find a way to tell them how you died. He doesn't respond to your offer. In fact, he doesn't speak again.
I'm ready to become even
He takes a
more
deep
heroic.
breath, steady breath, and gives himself fully to the maw, disintegrating along the lengths of the probing tongues. Fed by Chauvin's despair, the maw opens. So we can go to Chamber of Bones, I suppose. We can also go to the nethermost cavity. Damn.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's go down first. This place is not what you want. Now that you have entirely blocked the liquid that drained into the pool, you've revealed a human-sized hole at the bottom. Drumbeat like a colossal heart sounds from below, echoing through the gullet. The sides of the empty pool are slick and steep. Descending to a gaping hole, you should be able to slide down the fleshy walls into the chamber below. Tie the obedient rope to the bloom tube and use it to descend. That's convenient. You command the rope to fasten itself to one of the hanging bloom tubes at the edge of the empty pool. You grasp the rope and you can feel its texture adjusting itself to your hands, soft but firm, with fibers that grip your flesh. You descend in quick, safe, and painless through your. You have to let go of the rope. Drop the last meter. All right. What is this? Bloom heart?
I am
Can I
the
go
very
back?
soul of action.
I can't go back? Damn.
All right.
What? Crisis? Navigate the wall of doors to... We can... Go after a maw. Corpuscular maw. %. Nova? Oh, what is this? Abacus cistern? Half faced. Running off. Outfight. Just pop by for a... I don't know. Corpuscular balls fighting an abacus? Maybe we can save the abacus? Oh. Got last cast off. We can run in close.
I'm
And
at least
possibly
6 times better than I was seconds ago.
we can just do some damage to them.
You hit me, I'll
Oh,
hit you.
they're both dead? No. Did we do damage to the abacus? No, we can talk to the abacus. Hey, what's up?
Ready to take on the world.
You recognize this weird angular being as an abacus. It's probably the same one you released from the cyst in the vast interior. It seems to be hunting the scuttling maws. Based on what you've heard, the abacuses eat transdimensional energy, so it's probably trying to devour the rifts out inside the little maws. Let's leave it alone. Maybe we need to kill it, so that the bloom will leave us alone.
What's happening to me?
Uh-oh. What's that? Can we just run toward the Abacus? Hey, I wanna kill you.
Let's go.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Attack the creature. It whirls on you, flexing its long metallic claws. Can we attack it? It's hard to see. Let's do some damage to it with this. Oh, no, it's not great. Hard to see this guy. Alright, let's do it. Alright, we can hit it, but it's not easy. Okay, let's stop screwing around. Let's just try to hit it with whatever we can. Wow. Nice camera. Do it. Cut through dimensions. Yeah, that dagger is pretty good. Yep. Out of range? How? Oh, he was on his ass. Okay, fine, makes sense.
Why not?
You need to stand up. Please run away from there. It's really hard to hit you. Oh, he was on his ass. That's why he was hard to hit. Now he's full-faced. I suppose there's not much reason to attack this creature unless it pleases the bloom. Let's just do a proper attack here.
Gods!
But the strange being collapses to the ground. The tension in the room drains away. Muscles in the walls relax. And throbbing veins deflate. For the moment, the bloom has ceased to regard you as a threat. That's what I expected. That is what would make sense. Bunch of tongue clusters.
Doing it now.
Possibly we can't interact with it right now. Oh, that is just a weird door. So we can use these tongue clusters to get our memories devoured, but probably we shouldn't do it. Oh, right. Take sacks filled with fluid and air block your passage. You might be able to tear them open, but not without enraging the bloom. Fine. Seriously? You're just gonna steal my memories? Alright, bloom. The bloom tongues lash and chitter, and their hunger, their need for your memory is almost palpable. Blast the tongues with tidal energy. Allow the bloom tongues to devour one of your memories. Damn. The bloom tongues thrust themselves deep into your store of experiences. The memory they draw from you is painful. A humiliation that, no, the memory is gone, devoured forever. The tongues hiss with satisfaction and withdraw. Take control of the tongues and force them to open the nearest doorway. 100%. Took some damage with that. You extend your consciousness and wrap your mind around the tongues. They thrash and hiss, struggling to wrest themselves free, but you assert control over them. They deflate the sacks that block the nearest door, allowing you access to the next chamber. The tongues are trackable now, but you feel their seething resentment. That's it? I suppose this is it. We don't need to sacrifice. Whoa. What do you mean unreachable? You just bug out? What the hell?
Yes?
I don't know.
What now?
Let's run in with Matkina.
Yes?
Come on. What the hell is wrong with you?
All right.
Can we initiate a conversation with the bloom?
I'm ready.
Oh, it worked out. What the hell?
Fine.
Now you change your mind? You wanna be in for the action of we talking to this biggest asshole?
Yes.
Now what the hell? Yes, of course you wanna be here. Greasy grey tubes feed the thin, rank fluid into the puckered wall of the heart. An enormous iris muscle contracts and pulses as if held shut by a godlike act of will. Smashing tried to pinch off one of the tubes that feed the spincher. I don't feel good about just being nice to the bloom. Healing lore. Try to relax the muscles that hold the spincher closed. Try to prise the muscles apart. I don't know. Try to relax the muscles. We're trying. Okay, it's gonna be Ertis's job. Go ahead. Tickle the bloom. From your science memories of anatomy, you know that physiological structures like this generally do not have antagonistic muscles to oppose their movement. Thus, it will remain in a state of tonic contraction until you find a way to relax its hold. Get to work massaging the muscles and you see some of the tension ease from them. The contraction slackens. Doing a good job at this! Unfortunately, it's not enough. You have to further weaken the spincher before it will open. What?
Something new is wrong with me.
A transdimensional rift tears open and several humans tumble out. Inkpot. The Great Devourer has called us to the heart. You recognize the shrill voice of Inkpot, the Bloom cultist. A trespasser and defiler is tormenting our god. Let us punish him, brothers. What? Seriously? They hate me? Why? I'm the best guy of all time. Okay, let's just go there. I don't know.
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
Stand up! What the hell are you doing? Can we just like animate somebody? I never do that, but I maybe should. I gotta summon, but I always just do some damage instead. He can do summon as well. Alright, are you guys coming again? Did I seriously piss them off? Why? I don't get it. With what? I made Aristis massage its butt. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what you want if you're a giant butt? It is what I would want if I was a giant butt. Maybe we need to open it up. But I would gladly kill everybody here. Whoa! That's my trick. I'm not sure why it's so slow. It's running around. Opening disgusting doors. What the hell? How can he move so much? I don't mind killing you all, but still. Alright. We have something happening here? We can't... Oh, no. She's... Scatterbomb. I can go with a warp dash. Gets her in position. A little bit.
This should be spectacular. I can barely scratch this thing.
Alright. Attack out of range. So Ertis we'll have the chance to attack, kill one of them hopefully, but possibly not. They can attack 2 if I do it that way. That's nice. And the summon will come as well. What a fight. Oh, I need... Okay, let's just try to hide. 0%
Am I
chance.
hitting yet?
Now. They spotted me. Am I controlling it, or does it do what it wants? Anyway, Balefire does 10 damage. That's nice. So you can just go with that. How much health they have? Oh, come on. That's crazy good. But I'm not in range. I will need to go a little bit closer.
All right.
Good. I'm ready.
I don't know if this would kill them. This would do damage to them for sure. 22. That's the maximum. But I can go with more. How much damage the other one would do? Looks like I can only hit 3 with it. 35. So let's go with Maelstrom. 33 for both guys. 100%.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. That's crazy good. He doesn't like that.
I feel terrible.
Well, that's the bloom. I don't know, insight action? Matkina perhaps? It's not gonna work. You can just do a heal. What are you doing? Let's just cancel that and do some heal on Matkina.
Thanks.
And I don't know. That's gotta be enough. Better just not die. Uh-oh. Well, I suppose they are really coming in. Maybe I couldn't communicate properly. But I don't know. Like I think I did. I went over the top with trying to please the bloom. And even like this, it hates me. I kinda hate it too, so it works out. And what is this? Inkpot? Let's go after Inkpot if we can. Because the rest of them are gonna die. Alright, Otis, I need you to go in. And try to get Inkpot if you can. Probably you can, but it's worth a try. Oh, looks like it's gonna work out.
Victorious!
Ow! Didn't like that, did you?
They have me surrounded.
Well, you only have to blame yourself for that. Oh, I'm spending a lot of points to kill them.
Try this out.
Alright, they're all dead. What? You killed yourself? It does damage to yourself. It does self-damage. Damn. Well, I do have a lot of willpower usually, so I suppose I can miss my own attacks. Let's go back. There's nothing for us here. I just went into my Mind Palace for a second. But that worked out fine. I mean, I just killed them. Maybe... What happened? Are we back in the butt? Oh.
Come back to pay life a visit? I knew you would.
Yeah, it wasn't so great.
What do you need?
But we
Fine,
killed them
I'm
all.
ready. Thanks.
Oh. Give us some more heal, Edgar. You're the best at this.
What? Are we ready to go?
I don't know.
Oh, that's much better. Just like that.
Let's just go back in. Oh yeah, we can just go back in. It went that way. So we just gotta see what the hell is going on in this butt.
Fine.
Killed them all. I just had an unlucky accident. I slip. Can we pick up what they have? Pick up. Last caster, what the hell are
Look
you
out
doing?
below! Above!
Oh, what is this?
Sideways!
Garbage. What the hell? They never have anything. So disappointing.
Yes.
Yes, it is very, very disappointing. What is this? Garbage. Oh, that's the door, right? Is it? Yeah, it must be. Kinda hard to
Yes.
say.
Now.
Maybe... I know some of them must have a loot. Like, at least one of them.
Done.
The rest of them is the door. So, what the hell, Bloom? Why did you try to kill me? I made Eratis tickle the butt.
Ready.
And that was not appreciated. The pulsing twitch of the great spincher has slowed marginally, though you're not sure why. Try to prise the muscles apart. Not you. Eratis. Eratis is the butt expert here. You force your arms inside, messaging and pulling. The muscles distend as you tug and push. At last, the fibers begin to give way. Unfortunately, it's not enough. You have to further weaken the spincher before it will open. What?
I feel terrible.
Crazy of what? Everyone's dead. Transdimensional rift tears open and several humans tumble out. Who? Who would fight for you? Inkpot is already dead.
Here comes the Boredom Slayer.
They are even counted in this. Maybe they are gonna be resurrected. You never know. This turn-based thingy works oddly. Can I just go? Oh no. Let's animate Balefire here. Yeah, you need to animate it as well. Probably we don't need to animate it actually. You just save your intelligence points
Here
because
we go then.
he's not too intelligent. He's okay, but not very intelligent. Oh, he's coming in. Oh, that's more like it. That's not a lot of damage. At least he blocked off the path. I'm pretty sure last cast off is gonna finish it off. Not sure if he hates us. Yep. That.
Oh, I feel terrible.
Inkpot's turn. That human's turn. That human's turn. Wow. Maybe I should just, wow, what the hell? Bloom Cultist's turn. I don't know. Should have I come this way? I don't know. Probably yes. Let's do some damage to the maw. Maybe they can be finished off. Okay. Attis, can you finish them off? Looks like you can. Oh, no.
Victorious!
I messed up. Actually, I didn't mess up. It worked out. Oh. The other one teleported away. Alright, transdimensional being, do your job. Weak. Alright. Get off your ass and do some damage here. Want to kill it. Of course, ranged.
You hit me, I'll hit you.
That's more like it. So what the hell, Ma? So we can't go back. We managed to go back if we die, but we can't go back in general. That's a bit of a bummer.
Doing it now.
Oh, really? Anyhow, I believe this is a good time to take a break, so a big cliffhanger before we go into the butt. Guess what will happen? Guess what will happen? We don't know that. Would you care to guess? Anyhow, that's it for now. Hope you guys had fun. Tell me if you did and see you around then. Have a good one.